Dave, you had a lot of base runners today, but their starter got out of a lot of jams. It felt like, what was he doing well, and why did it not go well for you offensively?
Well, what he did was he was throwing the ball with some sink, and our hitters didn't make adjustments to get under the ball a little bit. You can ask guys to move up in the box. Other approach, and you try to do it, and they usually do a little bit, but we only hit the ball hard maybe 5 times the whole game, and a couple of them were hits. I think Mike Anu hit the ball hard. Kojal hit the ball hard once. Damian hit 2 singles. One of them was hit fairly hard. But other than that, wasn't a whole lot there. And, Hartman just kept finding a way to get behind the count. He'd come back 3-1, 3-2, and get you out. And he just pitched. Give credit to him. He did a great job.
Did it feel any like the UT Arlington pitcher who pitched a week or so ago? I mean, anything like that in terms of similar stuff?
I don't know. I felt it kind of different, in my opinion. Today, this guy was really just a 2-pitch guy. And, he threw a 84-mile-an-hour pitch and a 90-91-mile-an-hour fastball. And, he didn't make too many mistakes with it. We got him in the first, had a chance to attack on, and then, once you got to a certain point in the lineup, it didn't happen. And then, we fought there in the, we had, I think, to me, I think we were down 3, and we had a runner at first, maybe in the 7th, 2-0 count on the hitter, left-hand hitter, and he goes out of the zone low. And now it's 2-1 instead of 3-0. So maybe that's on me. Maybe I should have given him the take. But, you trust guys to stay in the zone certain counts, down 3, gets a good pitch, hit a double, and here we go. If throws a strike, then they look at me funny, like, that was a good pitch. So you got to trust them, and it doesn't always work out. But I thought that was a big at-bat in the game. Get that runner on, I think we might be rolling because that was kind of down in the order. But, just tip your hat to their pitching staff. They kind of stuck it to our hitters today, in my opinion.
And then even before they hit the home runs in the 4th inning, Colin kind of had to get around some danger. I think the 1st inning, 3rd inning, was he just not as sharp?
Oh, not at all. I mean, he usually lands that change up a lot more, spins that breaking ball, and dots up that heater. You could kind of tell early that he was either he's gonna have to get better. He was gonna have to recover. We were hoping after the, maybe after the 2nd inning he would make a jump and start pitching better, but it really just kind of stayed the same. So we made the move, and I don't know. It's we only gave up 4 runs. You got to score runs. You got to score 5 on a Sunday. That's the way I look at it.
You feel like that home run that Fisher gave up to lead off the inning was the first earned run he gave up all year. I mean, you feel like maybe that kind of, shocked him a little bit and snowballed?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure that he didn't expect the ball to go out of the park like that, but, I think the count was full, and he just said, here you go, here's a fastball, and the guy cheated to it. If he got something else, he probably would have spun himself in the ground, but he didn't. Give him credit. He hit what he was looking for. And then the 3-run homer, that was the issue. We had an 0-2 count on the hitter. Ball's supposed to be in the dirt, and he hung it, and he smoked it. That's the way the game works. You make mistakes like that, you're gonna give up some shots, and it's credit to their hitter. He looked bad on 2 pitches, and then he got a mistake, and he hit it out of the park.
Rutenbar has to be a positive for the lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 walks. How encouraging is it to see a guy give him a start like that? He's patient, not being too aggressive at the plate.
3 walks, and then the other bat, he was down 1-2, fought his way back to 3-2, fouled off a couple 3 pitches, then grounded out to short. I thought it was a really good at bat. Sometimes you get a hit, sometimes you don't. But he made the pitcher throw probably 8-9 pitches, and it's one reason I want to get him in the lineup. I see his bat's better. Some guys have been in our program for a while.
Is McIlvain a guy that's climbing up the bullpen pecking order right now?
Yeah, and we're just trying to get him on the mound. There's some guys we don't want to throw on Monday. It's too close to Friday, and you can't overextend some guys. So we wanted to get him out there today.
I wanted to ask you about Brumbaugh and his defense. Before last Sunday, he hadn't committed an error, and I think he's committed 5 since then. What are you seeing from him defensively?
Yeah, I don't know if it might be 4, but I may be wrong. Maybe it's 5 because they didn't score 1 in there. I don't know, but it's throwing. It's called thinking. It's called just go field the ball and throw it. And You know, the other problem is he carries that bat out to the field with him, if you know what I'm saying. And, you know, when you swing at a pitch almost over your head on an 0-2 count, there's a problem. It's called confidence. And, you know, it's just the way it is. Even the ball he grounded in double play, it was a ball, shoulder high. Take it. And, you know, we've been talking about that. We got to take our walks. We got to swing at strikes. When we do that, we're going to be pretty good. If we don't do that, we'll be real average.
Have you decided on a starter for tomorrow?
Yeah. We'll throw the same guy we threw last Tuesday.